So we're here with Stéphanie Lavaux and François Roche. To begin with the beginning, maybe about the unusual setup of this interview. You told me many times that you're uncomfortable with this idea of being filmed and that you wanted to somehow depersonalize the identity, and that was also a kind of a reaction against the simulacrum idea of the 80s. Can you tell us maybe why this setup? And
what could happen if the shadows could talk? So I think the shadow has many things to do and to produce more than the appearance. And second reason is you don't need to see the beast. The shadows of the beast is still a gentle appearance. So it's a way to hide, but also to appear and to invent another reality. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I like the idea of our work could be an image. Yeah, an image.
No,
before my image. Yeah.
It was also in the 80s the desire of the group, more politically, to disappear, to desidentify. So it was to desidentify, to erase the portrait, and how the portrait could also be a marker of your mind, a marker of your work. So to make a demarking of your appearance, it's also to force people to check more what you do than how you appear. So it was 15 years ago, a kind of strategy of disappearance. Perhaps 15 years after, it appears a little bit now as a coquetry, but we are other ways and to keep the coquetry as it is, and to be just shadows.
But I suppose it also ties in with your idea of kind of resisting branding, because somehow your firm keeps changing. It's a name in permanent transformation. And I remember many years ago, Bruce Mao kind of pointed out to me that more and more architecture firms become like brands. They can even maybe continue in an afterlife, 50 years or 100 years later, like a brand, and you somehow have resisted that. Can you tell me a little bit about this idea of the permanently changing logo?
I just remember when Bruce Sterling explained to me in Mozart, it's the first book, I think, of cyberpunk novels, Mozart in mirror glass. I translate literally from French to English, but something about that. All of them was carrying some glass in mirror. And everybody asked them why. Why this kind of appearance behind this glass of mirror? And Bruce Sterling said all the time, justified it was a way to avoid to see their craziness, to show their craziness, and to finally protect the others from themselves. So it could be something about that. It's a form, it's a shape of resistance, first, to disidentify. And also, when I talk about the beast, to hide the beast, it's the movie of Turner, the Feline of Turner, where you never see the Black Panther. You see all the time the shadows of the Black Panther, but never Black Panthers. And the scariness coming from what could be the real, beyond the fiction, beyond the blurriness of the appearance, it's something which forces to re-identify what is immaterial, what is not clearly appears in the tangible or physical world. So it's perhaps air, like when Deleuze talk about the letter air as resistance. Yeah, you're right. Air as resistance. It's the shadows is a way of resist, but elegant.